Hi, I'm Devon with Math Mentors, and today I'm going to be going over how to solve simple inequalities. Now, you'll notice when you start learning inequalities that solving them algebraically is very similar to how you'd solve a normal algebraic, like linear problem, right? So we can create a little rule here because you'll notice when you do them, it's very simple except one or two rules. So the main rule you have to focus on is that anytime if you divide everything by a negative number, I'll use a hashtag as a number sign, you must flip the sign. And I can show you what I mean by that just here in a minute. So let's assume we have the inequality 4x plus 3 is greater than or equal to 2x minus 5. So let's solve this inequality. Remember, we have greater than or equal to. So let's start by first getting these constants on one side. So we're going to subtract 3 from both sides. So now we're at 4x is greater than or equal to 2x minus negative 5 plus negative 3. Or you can also just say negative 5 minus 3 is equal to negative 8. So we're 2x minus 8. And now we subtract both sides by 2x. So we're at 2x is greater than or equal to negative 8. And then the last step we have to do here is divide everything by 2 to isolate the x. Because you have to remember the goal here is to isolate the x. So we have to divide everything by 2, which is a positive number, so we do not have to flip the sign. So we're at x is greater than or equal to negative 4. Okay, now we can create a separate example where we have to use our rule. So let's assume we have, let's say, 3x minus 2 is less than, there we go, less than 5x plus 4. So how would we solve for this? First step, again, we have to isolate the two sides. So let's get this 2, this negative 2, over here. So since it's negative 2, we're going to add 2 to both sides. That leaves us at 3x is less than 5x plus 6. Now we have to get this 5 to this side. So minus 5x minus 5x. Now we're at negative 2x is less than 6. Now remember, we have to get the x by itself. So to get the x by itself, we have to divide both sides by negative 2. So divide by both sides by negative 2. And we have to remember our rule. Since we're dividing by a negative number, we have to flip the sign. So after we divide both sides by negative 2, we have x. Since this was a less than sign, we flip it the other way around. It's a greater than. And 6 divided by negative 2 is negative 3. So this would be our answer. So the main rule you have to remember when working with inequalities is that when you divide by a negative number, you have to flip the sign. Thank you, and I hope this helped.